If meeting the challenges of single-use plastics, the plastics tax, or the forthcoming extended producer responsibility is concerning you or your company, then you can contact CAFRE for help. Hello, my name is Ron Gardner, and I am the Senior Packaging Technologist at CAFRE, the College of Agriculture, Food and Rural Enterprise. I want to take the next few minutes and explain to you how the team at CAFRE can help with your packaging in this time of sustainable challenges. I'm sure the older listeners to my presentation can remember the A-Team, a team of 4 heroes who rush to help others in times of emergency and crisis. Well, in the packaging world, we do have a time of crisis, but we also have the packaging team at CAFRE who are here to help you. The team consists of myself and Tony Duffy, the 2 old boys at the big house in the picture on the left. Between us, we have over 40 years experience working as packaging technologists. And in all our years of experience whilst working at CAFRE, we have never seen such a time of change in the world of packaging. The other 2 members of our team are Peggy McVeigh and Alexandra Henry. They joined us last year, Peggy as a packaging technologist and Alexandra as the laboratory manager. Peggy is in the front of the photograph on the right, working with a packaging technologist from Huhtamaki, and Alex is in the middle photograph at the top of the stairs, working with packaging technologists from Moy Park. I'll briefly review the work with Moy Park later on in my presentation. I would encourage us all in this time of packaging change to stay calm, be rational, and be good in our decisions. Please remember, you can contact the CAFRE packaging team for advice on packaging projects and training at any time. CAFRE can help. CAFRE can help you by providing certified packaging educational programs. Our programs are accredited by PIABC, the Packaging Industry Awarding Body Company, who are part of IOM3, the internationally recognized Institute of Materials, Minerals and Mining. We currently have 46 delegates from companies in Ireland enrolled onto our part-time packaging course, the Diploma in Packaging Technology. The photograph on the left shows some of these students at a class pre-COVID, and you may well recognize some of the faces. The course attracts managers from a wide range of companies, including food, drinks, packaging, retail and design. Our program runs once a month over a period of 2 years, and at the end of the course and completion of a series of professional exams, our attendees graduate as packaging technologists. The photograph on the right is some of our last cohort of graduates. These qualified packaging technologists allow companies to make sound economic and environmental choices when selecting packaging for products. Over the last 10 years, we have trained 129 managers in Ireland and the UK in packaging technology, equipping them to meet the technical requirements of their businesses. But if you consider the number of food and drinks companies in Ireland, our number of packaging graduates will not meet the ever-growing needs of industry. Hence, here at CAFRE, we recognise the need to train even more people. To train more people, we have developed a certificate course in sustainable packaging technology. This is a short 3-day bespoke course that is validated again by PIABC, and CAFRE is the only accredited provider of this programme in Ireland. This course is unique as it is bespoke to each company's needs. We focus only on the packaging and products utilised by the client company being trained. Our aim is to train a larger number of managers in industry and give them the tools to allow them to think logically when making environmental and economic decisions about packaging selection. We plan to inform the attendees how they can look at the range of materials they're using, and the photograph on the slide on the right is an electron microscope cross-section photo of one of Mr. Tato's cheese and onion bags. You can clearly see that it's made up of many layers, which is called a laminate. And lamination will be a key area to cover in our training program with the Tayto managers. We start later this month in November with 15 managers from Tayto, and the photograph above left is myself with Mr. Tayto and also Linda Cochran, the MPD manager at Tayto. Linda recently quoted in a press article that Tayto Snacks passionately supports a sustainable management program, and this course will be very relevant to our team. We are also planning to deliver another bespoke sustainable packaging technology course to managers at Diamond Corrugations before Christmas, and we have many more companies wanting to take part in this unique program after Christmas. If you would like to know more details about our training programs, then please contact Peggy McVeigh. Peggy's contact details will be on the last slide. The photograph of the electron microscope cross-section of a crisp bag on the previous slide is courtesy of Dr. Brona Miller from the PPRC, that's the Polymer Processing Research Centre at Queen's University Belfast. We have a long history of working in partnership with the staff at the PPRC, and we've even taught the packaging diploma to Dr. Alan Clark, Dr. Brona Miller, and Mark Billum. I have no doubt that our ongoing partnership with the PPRC will be vital in meeting our many sustainable packaging challenges. The Caffrey packaging team not only provides training, we also offer a technical testing and advice service to industry. The slide you're looking at now represents some of the companies we are currently working with. Our packaging laboratory is a unique resource in Ireland, and you should really consider using our facilities to help in the development of sustainable packaging solutions. You can contact us for help and advice at any time. So please email Tony Duffy for laboratory support and advice on packaging testing, and Tony's details will be on the last slide. Our laboratory supports packaging technologists in many companies in performing a wide range of packaging projects. A project we started pre-COVID and are continuing with is with Moy Park. This project involves the reduction of packaging to meet sustainable drivers whilst ensuring the packaging still protects and preserves the product throughout the supply chain. We live on an island, and our supply chain can involve road, sea, and air transport. Hence, in packaging design, we need to understand how different distribution environments can affect both the product and packaging. This can be done at Caffrey using the International Safe Transit Association approved vibration table system, or ISTA. The next clip is of Tony working with Moy Park, and be warned the next video is a little bit noisy. We have seen 100% growth this year in companies using our packaging testing facilities. With the forthcoming plastic tax and also the war on plastics, the main areas that we are testing and seeing companies interested in at the minute are distribution testing, permeability testing, tensile testing, and there's also some interest in optical clarity testing. The distribution testing project with Moy Park is classed as a tangible service in that we charge for our time. As part of this service, we offer advice and write a report. But what value could this service offer to you? Well, let's hear what one of the Moy Park technologists had to say about working with Caffrey on this project.
So we're here today at Lockyer Campus to do a few trials. So just what's your name and what company are you from?
Yep, so my name is Trudy Webb and the company that I work for is Moy Park.
Okay, and what's your role in Moy Park and why specifically are you here today?
Yep, so my role within Moypark is a packaging technologist. And why I'm here today is I needed to carry out transit trials. The product that I needed to carry transit trials out on is a frozen product. And if I was to do that within the factory conditions, it would take me a year. But you guys up here at Lockery have the simulation table, the vibration table, to allow me to carry out the transit trial today to have results back today.
So would you say that the facilities in Lockery Lab are unique?
Yeah, so the facilities within the Lockery Lab are unique because there's no other testing methods within Northern Ireland that we can use to carry out some of the trials for the products that we require.
Okay, and the product you're testing today, is that a global product, or is that something that's going to go, say, to the UK and further abroad? Would that be of use to you that we were doing that? No, it's just not something that's...
Yeah, so through Moypark then we supply Waitrose, Tesco, Sainsbury's, we supply multiple customers and we're not then NI based, it would be UK based as well. So the product that we pack and produce in Northern Ireland is shipped then over to the UK.
Okay. An awful lot of talk at the minute in the news about packaging and sustainability. And given what you've seen down in the centre, down the bottom, do you see that there's a future need for an ongoing relationship between CAFRE and Moypark?
Yeah, so packaging at the minute is in the headlines nearly every day, and it's to do with reduction in plastic. So how I see the relationship building between ourselves, Moypark and Lockery would be quicker testing methods, and you can do that by testing our films. So we are looking at reduction of plastic, so we're reducing the weight of our trays and the weight of our films. And for us to do that in-house requires maybe 4 or 5 weeks of testing. But if we were to bring our products up here, you're able to test within a week. So it's quicker testing methods. So for us as a company to move forward quicker, it is definitely a relationship then that needs to be brought forward quicker.
Okay, thank you. And I was talking to you earlier just about your academic qualifications and sort of how you've ended up where you are today. So you can just give me a wee overview of what you studied and where you are now.
So for me, I have a real passion for food, but then I also have a real passion for design. So whenever I was picking what I wanted to study, I actually went down the design route. So I had studied an HND in spatial design. And from that then I went on to study a BA Honours in architecture in Belfast, University of Ulster. But my sister actually studied down in Lockery, and she had said about how there was an interest in packaging design, which then led me to look into my career in food development and food packaging. So Moypark had a new department that had packaging within it, and I applied for a role. It was a packaging coordinator role. Applied for it and got it. But since then, I had went on and worked for Kerry Foods in a R&D role, which was food and packaging. And now I'm back within Moypark as a packaging technologist.
Okay, so would you say that the qualification you're completing at this moment in time is a passport to other jobs?
So for me, I feel as I'm studying the packaging diploma, it definitely allows me to look at other jobs and other areas of the food industry and packaging development. With the four modules that you study, there's marketing, there is materials, there's adhesives, and there's the actual process within the factory. So it's not just one stream on the course, you're not just studying one thing. It allows you to understand the full manufacturing process for products and packaging.
Thank you. Just the final question then, would you recommend Lockery to colleagues? If so, what would be the one thing that you would recommend?
So for me, I definitely would recommend Lockery Campus. For me, I found that I was able to study whilst working, and I've actually had 2 children within my period of studying. So for me, it was quite flexible, and it was an easy way of me progressing my career. So definitely would recommend it.
Thank you.
I've saved the best to last, the CAFRE students. The education and employment of our young people is key in building a sustainable future for Northern Ireland. We currently have 67 students due to graduate in 2021 with honours degrees validated by Ulster University. Over the last 4 years, we have taught these students many subjects, including the fundamentals of packaging, and they will be looking for jobs on graduation in June 2021. We also have some 60 second-year degree students who will be looking industrial placements in the June of 2021. You and your companies can help by contacting my colleague Adele Dallas to talk about job opportunities for our young people to help build a sustainable future together for Northern Ireland. So, if you have some sustainable packaging challenges, please remember we can help you. Contact Tony for testing, Peggy for training, and Adele to talk about placement students and, most importantly, our graduates for 2021. Our young people are key. Thank you for listening, and I hope you'll be in touch. Now it's time for you to ask the panel some questions. Thank you.